whole week or many days this is going on. So I was very much looking forward to this topic. I live in Europe, also in a community, very much inspired by Auroville. I myself came here many times, first time we were 20 years old. And I would like to ask, because it was apparent back then, I was 20, and it is still apparent today, I'm 39. What about the youth, especially when we speak about no money, new systems, collaboration, cooperation? We have these terms all around the world these days. We are stewards of the land. We all thrive towards abundance. And so I'm wondering about, because I had a lot of terminology, which I also enjoy. It's also a quality of Auroville. Prosperity, abundance, and seriousness, and this and that. I wonder where is the play, the playfulness, together with the focus. Because I wonder where is the joy, and I hear, of course, a lot of things while I'm here. So I wonder if you could all just, this is a hypothetical question, where's the joy, where's the play? So maybe you could all just somewhat from your heart speak about my words. Yeah, I wonder.
I not really understood that question. If you could repeat it probably.
Okay, maybe I can summarize. I'm also just like, whoop, like you, I'm just landing now from this, abundance topic, money, liquidity, and going into some universes. I just wanted to be very, very straightforward. How do you see the youth playing a role in Auroville in the future around the topics that have been discussed over the last weeks and will be discussed going forward? Thank you very much.
So the question is the participation of the youth in development of Auroville. And yes, and
this is a question
second
to everyone.
And the element of playfulness with the focus that we're looking after. Playfulness and focus is what you asked.
It's a slightly different question from what we're talking about, but I'll try and answer.
She's seeing this from the context of the prosperity model itself, because if you look at it, there are us, but there's also a youth who may be part of the system or going in and coming in.
You see,
Can I just add one thing? I speak very loud. For me, it's very important to ask this question with the idea we are here now talking and creating, and what are the next generations to come? Who's going to live here in 10 or 20 or 100 years? This is why I'm asking this question.
hopefully thousands of years, because it's a city.
Of course, no end.
Thank you for that question. I think it's a very, very important one. And I've come to Auroville only 6 years back, so for me, one of the aspects of way forward is to say that each being who's here, whether they were here to plant trees or to do whatever work they did, is to see each of them as soul in evolution, and they have a role here. So it's hard to judge spiritually who is where in their sadhana, but as a way forward, because economy and ecology are deeply linked. So I think just before I go on with the topic of youth, I feel the way forward, the important part is to see every being as a soul in evolution, and the Aurovillian who is here has a role to play. And if their role ends, they leave, new people come, but while they are here, to really respect every Aurovillian and to see them. That's one. And in context of youth, I work with high schools. I started just this year teaching them entrepreneurship, and I kind of told them that my responsibility is for you to kind of share both, money, economy, how it's working in the world at large, because maybe after 18 you choose to step out, and to also look at that in terms of how and why we're doing things differently here. And that's an adventure where I am finding a lot of play and joy, because they are so full of possibilities, openness, generosity, and then we do practical projects where they run the restaurant for a day, and and see what it means to actually do with teenagers, like 14 years old, 15 year olds. So I think that's an area where we need to do more work as a collective. But that's one area where I'm kind of putting a lot of my energy right now, because as you said, they are the future citizens. One of the things is that right now, post their 18 months they finish high school, there is no formal option for them, which means they necessarily have to step out of Auroville. To me, that's a bit of a drain. It's okay that they step out of choice to get experience, but to have some way for them to continue, because if they've grown here, they've imbibed the Auroville spirit, and if they have the intention and the energy to not necessarily go out 4 years, 5 years, do a degree, which again teaches them economics in a very different context. So I think that's an area where some of us are putting effort, and I think it's the most crucial area to.